Hello and welcome back to KGS. Today we got a 7K versus 6K. I am black. So I'm super upset about myself. I recorded a game on Pandanet yesterday, and I'll get into that in a sec. And my parents decided to come visit. I knew they were coming to visit, I just wasn't expecting them to come that early. Chinese versus Orthodox, okay. And so they called me as I was finishing up the other game, and I was not prepared for that, really. Which one has better development? Just keep going as I'm going, I guess. And so in my rush to finish up the game, not so much finishing up the game, but closing everything down. I mean, the game was already over. I already did most of my reviews and stuff, and I just got the phone call towards the end of it. In my rush, I was closing all the programs down, and I did not click the XSplit end broadcast button before closing XSplit. Which means the entire game, the video portion of it, was gone. Now I have the webcam video, I have the audio, but XSplit, I do not have the video. So I'm thinking I might do a review about that coming up. Now this is still invadable. This is just a corner enclosure. I can invade here and possibly even here. I need to go back and refresh on that. It's been a while. His reduction point for this sort of stuff is like this. Getting this for me is pretty big. However, preventing approaches, making corner enclosure, and that sort of stuff is pretty good as well. This allows him to back off, and then I can do this and this, but this seems over concentrated now. I almost want to do this. Kicking me, I would ignore it and then come around here, maybe? I haven't done Orthodox versus Chinese, and it's weird for white to do Chinese off the bat, so just start making corner enclosures, maybe? This is where my sense of direction is kind of bad. Approaching, and then what do I do in response to approaching? Because there is still this invasion. Do I invade the corner if he backs off? If he kicks me, it's great because I'm already set up for that. If he invades, I think I'll jump then. So I'm going to approach. Yeah, so this is a good setup for him already. He's got a corner enclosure with 2 extensions. I have a corner enclosure with 2 extensions. You're kind of being greedy there. That means I can invade this easily, but I'm going to leave that alone for now. I'm going to take some more big points. This is a big point, but I think preventing him from doing anything over here is going to be important soon, so let's do that. Because right now all of his points are right here. You're taking a tengen, huh? Well, then I will take... just start building up with moves like this. There is a lot of invasion points, so it's gonna kind of go down to that endgame versus endgame stuff. And I haven't done a game like this in a while. I can take his corner enclosure. I'm gonna leave that for now. This invasion is gonna be a pain to deal with, so maybe I should deal with that right now. This is pretty big. He, of course, got that first. Making boxes with that stuff. Jeez. You know, I'm kind of tempted to lean on this a little bit, since it is so low. There's, again, some invasions here I can do. But now with that, it's kind of, I don't know. How do I deal with this? What do I want to deal with? Like, this guarantees that the corner is mine. It also helps with the invasions here. I'm surprised he didn't take this reduction point yet. He's getting really big. I need to do something about it. That's where I'm at right now. How is this gonna go? This, that, this, that, this, that. I'm already on his key point here. That's nice. He can deal with that, and then I can... So I can take his corner here. Give him a wall. Let's see. If he faces this way, that's even better for me, because then I can do this and this, and then he has a wall facing that way, but mine's... Okay, let's do that. So, give me some feedback on this sort of play. He took tengen first, which maybe I should have done that first, but... Alright, so you are going to block that way. So then I'll block this way. I think this is a bad sense of direction. Because now he's getting a wall facing my stuff. That is not the right move. Do I just Atari this? Oh, then he connects. This Atari forces him to capture, and then I can get that, but it's not really good. It's not really urgent. He can get that Atari at any time, of course. So that's weird. I can save this and get this. So this is equally good. If he cuts, I can... What if I just do this? Because he can't cut here. I can Atari that. He need to respond. And then I can turn, he can cut, capture, go here. I go here. He can start a ko, sort of, but not really. What did I just read out? This one? If he cuts here first, then I'll pull back. Because now I'm connected to this stuff, which is cool. We're way off book here. The move for him was to go here and then connect. I would fix my shape. He would come back and fix that. That's the last move that he did, so he skipped ahead. And I don't know why. Because now I can play this. This is Sente. And then I can even do something like this then, because... So this is Sente against that. I can throw in and... Well, actually, no, it's not, because if I throw in, he just captures, right? So it's not really a snapback. So that was a bad move. Yep, and he saw it. So if I cut first, then this is double Atari. So this cut exposes that, and then it kind of does become a throw-in. He can't play this one. He can play this one. I would just connect. You're gonna Atari. I can now get this, and he can get a Panuki here, or I just do this and take fourth line territory. Now he's building up all this stuff to get all this, so I need to do something about that. But I got this move now, which means if he does this, I can capture those two stones, or I can leave it, because he can't actually capture that. That just solidifies his own stuff, and I don't really want him to do that. This allows that, but I don't really want to do that yet. He can wedge, of course, so I feel like I do need to respond. This, he just leans, but then I'm building up pretty big over here too, so I'm okay with that, actually. That's nice. Okay, cool. That means I can make my corner enclosure here and attack you. Just an iron pillar? Okay. This is solidifying all this stuff. He's destroying all this territory, which is fine, because I have big dreams and aspirations. I can lean on this. There is still invasions in here. I just don't know how to use them. This slide is actually a pretty good one. If he blocks from this way, I can take all this territory, of course. There is still this reduction point, and at this point, I would probably do this one. So I kind of want to do this, because I'm building up this giant corner now. It's not quite boxes, but you get the point. That is a good move. I can actually pull this out then. Because, you know, this is threatening to go like that. So now I can, I don't know, just do something like that and this. The whole point of this is to live here, or pull back, let him get this, and then invade. This is looking to jump in here at some point, so if I just... well, this is 5th line territory, and then he can jump here, and then I can jump here. There's a elephant's eye then, which would not be good, so I probably do this one, and so he'd be crushing all this, and then it's reduced down. I don't particularly like that, but I think... Let's see, poking in here. There's a lot of Aji with this stuff. Like this one, again, he would probably not connect here because then I get this. This is kind of a pain for him to deal with. If he tries Ataring, I can get this Atari and then I'm in. So he doesn't really want that to happen. Should I make him decide now? Oh, and then if he connects here, then I can extend this out and then I'm in even more. Because in order to do this one, that'd be self-Atari. So either I get in over here or I get in over here. I think I'm going to do that right now, rather than be defensive. So let's do that. And again, he has a choice. He can either capture the one or capture this one. Or connect this one. If he connects this one, then I can pull this one out. He can never capture this because it's just snapback. And then I'm in over here. Now he can net it, kind of, but this is Atari. No, it's not Atari then. So maybe that was a little too soon for that. You're capturing the one, I will capture this one. If you Atari that, then I'm going to Atari this. I will see this, gives him 2 points, and then I would do this. But this is going to destroy more, I think. So let's do that. So it's just wedging in here to reduce this a little bit. It's also taking liberties off of this and threatening the connection of this. That one I will respond to. Okay, but then I get... It's mutually assured destruction, right? How do I want to deal with this? I kind of want to push in here even more. You have more to lose than I do. Because right now, your only real kind of secure territory is here, and now that I'm in, this is becoming pretty dangerous. So now he's doing that, alright. I'm just going to leave that for now. I can get this, I guess. Does that help? It kind of threatens Ko's and stuff like that. But I am going to Hani here. If you cut, I can Atari and you're dead. So I can Hani here. This, that you can't quite do. So I'm just figuring out what I want to do. There is still this reduction point, and then you can run out. But if I do anything or in the area, it's pretty much gone. How do I want to deal with this? I want to defend, but I also want to attack. Like I can push and cut, or I can push and Hane and cut, and then do this. But then I'm kind of getting reduced on liberties here. This to that to this. No, that's not good. This would solidify all that territory for him. It also would cut off this stuff, but I need to do something though. I need to do one of these two. because I can still protect a lot of the territory. Let's see, if he does that directly, I would just do this one. No, actually I'd probably do this one. If he does this one, I would shoulder hit here, just to maintain connection with this. So I am going to push up. And you're going to do that, okay. Mutually assured destruction, is that what we're going for? I'll solidify my territory. I will... Does this work? If he pokes here, I would need to go here, and then he could do that and make an mall shape, so I really can't quite do that. This looks decent, and then he can jump here, but then he's got way too many poking points if he's gonna zigzag like that. Yeah. But now I got poking points, because this goes to that. If you, let's see, this, that, this, that, this, you need to come in. Okay, how do I deal with this? This, you cut, is that a problem? I extend. So just solidifying my own territory here. Not a whole lot of fighting going on. You're gonna drop, that's fine. I will diagonal. If you go here, I do this. You're making table shapes, that's nice of you. This solidifies that territory though. There is this whole double wedge thing going on now. So maybe I want to block like this, because this pushes up here, and then I can get this Atari. What else can he do? He can drop, he can turn here. If he does, I'll just back off once. So I'm thinking this might be the move. If he turns, I'll just back off once. If he does it again, I'll block. Cutting doesn't quite... Well, if he cuts, I'll... What will he do if I cut? So I'm solidifying this territory here, solidifying some territory here, and I got some in the corner. His is going to come from all this, and assuming I can't really get a whole lot further in. So you are going to block. Okay. If I block here, there's a lot of cutting problems, so I'm just going to back off once. Just what he probably expected. There is this lean. Alright, so you're going to do that. You're making shape. That's nice. I can poke in here, and you will probably want to respond. Because if you just Atari, you're losing a ton. Because I can... Right, you're going to connect. Okay. Now I can maintain my connection with this. This doesn't do a whole lot though. Now there is this sort of problem, I guess. How about this? Does this work now? Nah. I think I'm just gonna solidify this. I'll take these decent amount of points. And see if I can't do any sort of cutting off with this stuff. Alright, so that is threatening something. I don't know. I'm gonna go deeper though. Can I honey? I can. So now I'm giving him all this points, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to slide here or invade. I want to invade. I do not remember how this invasion is supposed to go. He can cover on top, which allows me to push up. If he cuts, I can Atari and do this sort of thing. I think this is the invasion point though, versus this one. I don't really have a whole lot to run to, but I think now is good timing to try, at least. So if I can reduce this, and then I can get this slide in, I should have enough points to win at that point, because there isn't really anything else in the center. He's going to get all of this. This is like 20-some points. You're diagonaling. Up, up, here, here, here. You fix, and then I... Yes, that's what's going to happen. I think that's what's going to happen. Yes. He blocks, I attach. Nope. Interesting. Do I attach anyways? If you throw in, I do this. If you Atari, I Atari. I think I just come out, don't I? Let's see. If you wedge, I Atari, Atari. No, I'm just gonna pull this. Can I just diagonal out? That's a weird move. How do I deal with this? Drop here. Let's see. There's this move. I can do that. You can Atari. I can Atari. It's actually double Atari. If you go here, I go here. If you Hane, I come around here. I think that's the move. Because I'm looking at this. I'll cut here. Alright, yeah. And then he just simply fixes. That's his move. Now what do I do? Because normally from here you want to go like in here, but he already blocked that. So I think I actually come out. Because he was supposed to cover on top first, but he's letting me get into the center. And now if I connect these two, then I'm fine. So you're going to block, okay. But I can wedge, and I can poke at this. It's preventing me from doing any... that doesn't help, though. What's your plan? What's your plan? Me. I'm talking to myself here, not him. I wonder if there's a way to flip my webcam directly instead of having to do it in, after processing. Because this wedge doesn't work. He just Ataris and, or he just Ataris this way and then connects because I can't do anything with it. Now if I go here first, or if I had gone here first, then it might work. If I poke, I can get startings of an eye here. No, I can't because he just goes here and then I Atari and then I go here and then he can cut here. Let's see, if I do this, he cuts. I Atari and fix. And then there's this wedge, which doesn't go into anything. I don't want to do this. I want to do something more active. This poke here, blocks, cuts, and then he fixes. I descend. I don't have enough liberties for that. This doesn't actually get me any eye space, but it does allow me to jump here. So if I go here, he needs to do this. If he goes here himself... Let's see, if he goes there, then I poke here, right? And then he block, and then... I cut? I don't think that works, though. This also allows me to get here next. So if he jumps here, I can actually poke here. He can poke, and then block. This forces that. I poke. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I messed something up. I don't want to deal too much with this because it'll screw up the slide later. This, that, this, that. So that doesn't quite work now. I can wedge. If you just Ataris, that's great. I can then Atari and start the makings of shape. This doesn't work because he can lean here, and then when I go here, he can cut and Atari this, which allows me to get that Atari, and then I could possibly, I don't know. How about now? What does this do? He just blocks. I poke, and Atari. He'd need to block this way. I go here. He block. I would Atari, and then Atari. Oh, okay. I think this is the move now. because I took a liberty off of the D15 stone here. So depending on which way he blocks, if he blocks that way, then I poke through here. If he Ataris or does that, then I Atari this and Atari this. Do you see what's going to happen? No, it doesn't work. Because I just extend. And now it's going to be this group versus this group in a capturing race. If I poke through here, then I have to capture, and then you can... I need a poke, though. This pokes out your eye potential. I think I just descend, right? Because then I can do this sort of thing. Atari and, yeah. Now that doesn't really count as a liberty, so I can't do that. I can do this, right? Because then the, yeah, right? Yeah. Because he can't descend, I can just capture. If he does that, I capture. Forcing me to capture. Connect underneath doesn't work. Okay, so I have a living group in the corner. That's good. Now it's going to come down to, can I kill this stuff before he can kill me? And I think the answer is yes, I can. So that was a pretty devastating hit for him that I was able to make a living group completely take all those points away. Right, so now it's just a matter of reducing the rest of it, right? Because I can capture this at any time. I can... How many liberties do I have? I don't... You know, I don't really want to deal with that yet. So I'm going to... Because this I can actually cut off by just going here, simply. So he prevented me from turning here and getting further in here. That's fine. I can do a similar thing with this. If he pokes here, I can do this and that, and then connect, so that's not a good thing for me. I can get this Atari and solidify that. Kind of want to try the slide now, although this now can be blocked with that, and there might be some issues with that. This, I think I want to try disconnecting. With a move like this, can I do that? If I just do something like this, if I jump here, if he blocks this way, I go here, this to that, to this, to that, to this, to pushing up, and then it's kind of cut. If he blocks a different way, I come back and connect here. This does not work. This still looks like a move, kind of. This looks like a move. This... So I can push and cut, and then he can block over here. And so instead of that, I need to pull back, I think is what I need to do. Because I'm not actually trying to disconnect it, I'm just trying to make him on the run, get rid of his eyes, and if I can... I think I might have to do something like this next. So you're making a bamboo joint. I'm not really worried about that getting cut off. So, what I am worried about is making sure that stuff doesn't get cut off. So let's do this. Put them behind enemy lines again. So you're gonna run. That is fine. Jumping here. If you block here, I go there. If you block here, I go there. You can't block there because I can go Atari, Atari. So I think that works. You can block through this stuff, of course. And then I can pull back here. And you got that, of course. This exposes some good stuff. I will simply connect. And then there's this cut and extension. So he needs to fix that. Righto, righto. I really want to try one of these slides though. This one seems too far now, because I can't really do anything over here. Like I can capture this one stone at any time. I can capture this stone at any time. And I can capture, well, that's not big enough. So those aren't big enough yet. What I want to do is poke and Atari, I think. If he pulls back, I can get this. This poke looks interesting. I'm just looking at what he might do in response. Okay. Probably ill-advised, but I really want to get the slide in. So what can he do in response? He can do this, I can jump. So I'm going to do that. This looks fun. Yep, that's kind of what I thought. So this solidifies my corner, which I'm happy with. And it also helps me attack this group. That might not have been the right move. This means he can get that for free. If I turn here, now he can wedge. So I really need to do something like this. He can still get that for free, but it's not big enough for me to really respond to. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna make sure all this is maintained connection. It is kind of, it's not ideal. But when it comes to territory, he's got this, and that's about it. I took this from him, and I have this. I've got all of this. This is kind of poking at two things, and then I can jump to here actually, right? Because I get this, that, this, poke, connect. Yeah, okay. This is poking at two things. Which he's not going to deal with, I guess. So, sure. It is, I mean, okay, endgame wise, that is kind of Sente. And now this is a double Sente point, so when we get to endgame, assuming I can't actually kill this group, this is a double Sente point. Which doesn't happen that often. So that will be my priority. What are you going to value next? If we're to endgame, then you should probably take that double Sente point. Okay. This, that, this, that. Which means you can poke here. This is Atari, and then I connect. Versus just, I think I'm going to let that one go because I want to poke up in here. Yes. Okay, so I'll take the 3-3 just to make sure I'm okay still. That jump always gets me. I always think that they're going to just go one. Alright, but that means I can still take this point. That was a good move for him, rather than just blocking directly. If he blocks directly, then I can do the whole Atari and then connect thing that I was looking at. So you are going to do that. That's fine. You're reducing my corner. That's cool. And then he'll come back and probably connect. He's just playing. This is really good play on his part. Because I feel like I want to respond, and then he comes back and fixes. Because I could ignore it, and then cut this off, but then he lives in the corner. So I don't particularly want to do that. Let's see, what can he do? This Atari, this looks like it fixes it, though. There's this Atari, and then that Atari. But then I can push here. This allows... Oh, god damn it. Looks like I'm going to do this one, which means he can cut here. There's this Atari, and then I can connect. I can actually push and try threatening that. But I think I want to... I'm already in Booyami. That kind of sucks. Just take that one. Right. This goes to that. He can't block there because that's Atari and then capture. So this is Sente. This is double Sente. I'm gonna take the double Sente first. Since we're talking about endgame, I guess. Take this double Sente, take this Sente. That is not an I. This is not an I. You do have plenty of I space over here, though, so. He's just valuing, or he's trying to figure out if that's really the biggest move, and what's the follow-up, and that sort of stuff. The follow-up is that I wrap around, and... Yeah, good, he saw that, that's nice. So I'll descend here. Let's see, I can still throw in, right? No, throwing in doesn't work anymore now. Okay. And you know what? It's not even Sente. He didn't have to do that, I don't think. Because Atari, Atari. Oh, I guess it would give me... Okay, it would give me a lot. So... does cutting this thing do anything? Like, is he in any danger of really dying? Like, I can get this at any time. I think his endgame is much better than mine right now. Not as far as prospects goes, but... Well, maybe his are, I don't know, but... Just his, the way he's playing right now and for his endgame is really, really good. But he is one rank higher than me, so... It's expected, right? So now that that's done, let's start taking points like this, I guess. Pushing here is decent, I think. Push here, cut. Doesn't do anything. I do kind of want to lean on this a little bit. This is 1 point free. I can do this one, which will poke in here and then do some cutting shenanigans potentially, but he doesn't really need to respond because that's not big enough. I think I might go for this next. Looking at this one, if I connect here, if you pull, oh, yeah, that's interesting. What does this do? Does that do anything? If you descend, I pull back. If you cut, if you hane, I pull back. I don't know what that is. Let's see, like I said, if you cut, I go here. If you do this one, that doesn't work, right? This is double Atari. Am I missing something? Like this? you can get some... What am I missing? If you descend, I Atari. I think he's looking to extract the agi out of this stone. I don't think that works. Because I can do this. He's looking to set up this whole Atari sequence thing. So if I just connect, I think I'm fine, right? Is he psyching me out again? I was gonna say, that does look kind of interesting. I think I will just do that, though. This isn't really in danger of being a double Atari yet. Yeah, that's a thing, yep. Don't want to lose those, that would not be good. Like I said, his endgame, much, much better than mine. Much, much better than mine. Okay, so you're preventing me from getting that. I will capture that in response. You're pulling that out, which is poking at this. I can still get this first. And then get this, because if you do that, then I can get this. But then there is this double Atari thing here, so... he's looking to do this and cut this, I think. This is what he's poking at. But if I do this... wait. Yeah. You can't poke at that, because then I can do this. So now I have to come back and do this, of course. I can do this. Because if he pokes here, then I can capture and then connect, no problem. It's in Gote no matter what, but this will actually get me a point by doing that, instead of just connecting directly. Now he can do a similar thing. That is kind of exposing this whole cutting problem, but... Okay, capture. No, I don't want to. Just connecting here is bad. Right? Because then you can, well, I can't poke there because it's Atari. Why is this bad? Because you go here, I just Atari then. If he comes up, I do this. And then he can Atari this. So that is kind of a bad thing. I would do this. I don't want to give these two up. I'd rather give this one up. He can't. If he captures, then I can do this. This would capture back. So let's do that. So points-wise, we're looking at whatever we can get here, some here, here, versus this. This, and the little bit I got in the corner. Alright. Alright, so you're tiring those two. I will, if I capture this, and he captures this, then I do this, and then he fixes, and then I fix. So there's no points here, basically, then. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I suppose I gotta do that. Here, fixing, I can capture this for a point. If he captures it, I can Atari back and then connect here, so the connection's not a problem. So now I do have Sente. Where do I want to use my Sente? Exposing this to get that, and then descend. It seems like a terrible move, doesn't it? It just exposes this, and all he has to do is like this. Or just connect. If he just connects, it's fine. Yeah, alright. What else? We can do this. This just sets up this whole Atari sequence thing. So now I can still do it with a move like this. Like this. So this still sets up the Atari. There you go. Now I can connect to this, but I don't think I want to yet. As it stands, I can't really do anything with this Atari. This is Sente though. Right? Let's go, Tay. This is kind of a problem for him, because now I can cut here. This is Atari against that, which means I can actually do that. That means I can get this for free, and Gote later if I need. This, yeah, so I can get that in Gote. But all of his eyes are coming from right here, so is there a way to reduce this? By like pulling here or something? I don't know. Descending here, you just need to do something like that. If I throw in first, I'm going to use a Boyomi here. This is not Sente, because he can't do anything with it. This is Gote, of course. I can poke here. And if he does that, then I do this and poke up. He goes up again, and then he cuts. That is self-Atari. Don't do it, you dummy. No, not dame, dummy. 4, 3, 2, or 4, 3, 2. That is not a good move. If he does this, then I would need to do something about that because this wedge is a problem then. Alright, so you are cutting me off. That is fine. Hopefully this doesn't go to a Liberty capture race. Let's see. Looks like... No, I will just... You're down to 2 Liberties. I gotta keep an eye on that. If you cut... Let's see. If you capture, and then I can connect. If you cut, and then I capture... Okay, I think I'm still fine. So let's just do that to make sure. You can get this for free, but it doesn't really do anything except force me to connect. That, yeah, I'll respond to that. Sure, why not? Yeah, I suppose. Looking at this, he does this cut, I capture, so he'd respond, and I would do this in response. Probably this one, actually. Sure. Be a shame if I lose this. Please do not lose this. This goes to that. And then you can never take the last liberties without self-Atari, so... this, if he tries going here, I just do that. And then it's... Again, you can't take the last liberties. What's the move? Just this one? Or this one to take the liberty? This one kind of exposes that. If he goes there directly, I go here, and then he can force me. So I'm going to do this in response. Yep. Now, if I don't respond, he cuts, I extend, he cuts, I extend. If he cuts, he goes here, I cut. I don't need to respond. That's actually gote. This is gote for myself as well. I can actually go in here now, can't I? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Sorry, kid. Looks like this is kind of interesting. This is a point, isn't it? This is gote. It's worth a point. And then I'm kind of worried about this stuff, aren't I? This goes to that, and then I'm connected. This removes a liberty. This removes the I space. Let's take this. Ooh, yeah, that was my sudden death one. Okay, that kind of sucks. So yeah, watch your time. Watch your time. You're capturing that, forcing me to do this. Forcing you to capture, forcing me to connect. You can get this Atari for free. I have to watch this for sure. Although, yeah, I can just connect, so it's not really a big deal. You're doing that, which is forcing me to do this. Otherwise, you can Atari, and I'm in big trouble. Yeah. Is it enough? Is it enough? That is threatening this wedge. So... And then he can go here for the other point. So I'm just going to block here. I don't know. The little one's right behind me, so I don't know what she's whining about. She wanted attention, that's why she came over here before, but unfortunately she has a tendency to walk onto keyboards. I can do this. Same thing. Alright, now I can do any of the gote points I want. Like, this is a point. This is also a point. This threatens stuff in here, so I will do that. Alright, which allows me to take this point. I can also take this for a point. 601, really. This is half a point, so let's do... I either got this one or this one. This one guarantees I space, and it removes a liberty from this stuff. So I think I will do that. Let's see, if I pull... Yep. That's one. And now I can get, like, this dame and that dame. Is there anything else we can do with this? This is interesting. Because if I go here, he can cut. I can capture. He can Atari. So I can't Atari this. I can throw in. Okay, so he fixed it. So, never mind. Which means he can do this next. So I will just... if I do this, I'm fine. Because then he can't Atari that. So I have to do this one. Okay, I think that's about it. So we're talking... no. This, that. Is there anything else we can do? 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Just because it's sudden death, and I'll play there just to make sure you don't try anything. I think that's it. This stuff kind of threw me, this whole cutting points, Doesn't look like he found anything over there, which is fine. Pass, pass, and we will call it a game. I think that was it. Looks like I won by quite a big margin. 48.5. And it's all thanks to this invasion somehow working. Yeah, don't know what to say about that. Kitten. Kitten. Hey. Kitten. I don't know. There's something on her spot. That's just why she's doing that. Here, I'll take it. Alright. I can sit. Alright, so let's do a little bit of review here. That's the first game against a 6K I won. Alright, so let's do a little bit of review here. I think that was the first game against a 6K I won. Yeah, so give me some advice. You higher ranked people than I am. It's framework versus framework, Chinese versus Orthodox, and how I should have approached that. Oh yeah, here. The normal move for white is just to connect, and then when I do this, just block. Because I'll come back and fix. Now I'm alive in the corner. You have to do this. I do have some free moves. Kind of. Maybe not that free move. Maybe this one. So if I do this one, then he can come down. And now this is kind of threatened. I need to make an eye space or something. I can take this eye. I can make another eye here. You can take that eye. And then I can make one here somewhere. Right? So maybe not connecting up underneath, but as it stands, this is a good result for me. Corner enclosures galore. That might have been too soon. I probably should have waited since I wasn't really ready to jump in there. I just didn't want to let it go. Yeah, this was interesting. I'm not sure why he pulled back there, because he's still connected here and he's connected there. I thought he would maybe do something like... Well, that actually doesn't work. This was strange. Because before, or later on, that became double Atari, you know? So I always had a connection to that. I thought for sure he pulled this down sooner, forcing me to connect. Or, you know, as I did in the game, did this one instead, but... that might have been ill-timed as well. I was just looking to kind of isolate these two. I probably should have tried cutting through here, maybe. So instead of, what was it? I invaded there, yes. Yeah, I was expecting this. And then that allows me to do stuff here. I don't know. That seems too far. Maybe this one? Problem is that that's not really an eye. I mean, I can Atari. Now that's an eye. So if I Atari and go out. But he defended his corner right away. Let's see, I was kind of worried about this. This is double Atari, so you need to fix one. You could capture it. Probably need to pull that back. No, you don't, because you can just... Yeah, this is pretty dangerous for me. Which one's better? Probably this one, because I can't do this. Oh, wait. Maybe not. Well, if he does that, then I cut here. That's not good for him. Right? Or is it? Ooh, I'm looking pretty unhealthy here. I've got one eye. One eye. Oh, and then just for reference, I saw this as the other one. This is Atari. Oops. And then this would be Atari, and then I have two eyes over here. This is why he probably chose this one. What did he do? Cut. He cut. Allowed me to get this one. Oh, no. Oh, that's what I thought he'd do. What did he do? Oh, he clamped. Right. That was just getting a wall facing that stuff. It wasn't really helping this corner at all. And that's alive at that point, so yeah. The slide didn't quite work like I wanted to. Maybe this one would have been better. Because then he can't do that. Although, maybe pushing up first? Because then he'd have to do this sort of thing. Then he's in trouble. I'm making stuff up here. Of course, could get that. So maybe I handled that wrong. Pushing up here, he'd just descend, and then I could come up through, couldn't I? What does he do? He just blocks me from here, right? And then I cut. Cross-cutting... doesn't work, right? Well, then he would just cut through here. Fantasyland. But what else could I have done? Could I have pulled up here, maybe? He doesn't want to block there, because then it's just cut and done. What would he do? Pull up? But then I can cut here, and then he's done again. So maybe that's what I should have done. I should have pushed up here instead of doing the submissive this thingy. Because this is good if you're trying to attack this, but he has allies right here that he can connect to fairly easily. As we saw before, he was able to get some eye shape down here, so I should have done this one. What else can you do? This one? Does that work? Let's see if I descend, you Atari, and then you connect. And it's kind of a running fight sort of stuff. I can descend here at any time. I don't know. This pokes at this. This pokes at that, and then jump there. God. So yeah, let me know what you think about that one as well. Descent, yeah. Probably shouldn't have ignored that. This looks decent. I did not see the whole jump thing. I thought he'd just do this, and I'm like, yeah. 1 point, what do I care? And then it's Sente later, who cares? But nope, jump. There's this sort of thing. Yeah. You can't do this because of that. Although you can... I suppose, yeah, so you can reduce that quite a bit. Yeah, like I said, I should have responded. And maybe even poked through instead of doing all this other stuff. Is that the right move? Because that goes to Ko, you won't respond to that. I need to do this, right? Actually, he'd probably want to fight the Ko at this point. So avoid the Ko, probably. I think it's definitely favorable to him. That was unfortunate. That stone got cut off the way I played. My endgame still sucks. Probably would have been better if I had permission to do the endgame book, but as it stands, I'm focusing on Tsuji's now. That whole sequence just right there, that was a lot of Tsuji's in there. That was junk. Probably should have just connected. Endgame, 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 endgame. Yeah, his endgame was a lot better than mine. But I think the game was more decided in the middle game anyways. He did manage to get quite a few points back in the endgame. So instead of the 48 or whatever, it might have been, I don't know, 60-ish. Had I played decent endgame or that stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, please like it. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, or suggestions, please let me know. Leave them in the comments below and I'll take a look. Anything as far as how I should have handled this invasion, or maybe how I should have handled this slide, if I shouldn't have gone so far, if I should have done the large knight instead of the extra large knight. Let me know what your recommendations are and suggestions, that sort of stuff, because I don't see all the sequences all usually. I'm only 7K now. And if you're new around here, subscribe. I do videos like this every day. So thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.